You know, they said the driveway was lined with cedar trees back in the 1800s. I think we're on the right path. There's a cedar tree right there. There's another one back there. Hey, it's Robert and you're watching Sidestep Adventures. I'm out here exploring with Cody today, and we're about to go explore an old home site. Well, the ruins of a home site. And I'm going to give you some of the history of this place, but I'm not going to go into too much detail because I don't want to reveal the location. And if I give away too much detail, then it will reveal the location. And one thing about Sidestep Adventures, let me talk about this real quick before I go into that. One thing about Sidestep Adventures is we don't reveal the location of places. Not because we're jerks, because I know what it's like to see a place and say, hey, where is that? I want to go see it too. But when you're putting out stuff on a wide public platform like this, you're going to get people that see this stuff and visit these places, if you reveal the locations, that are not going to show the same respect, I guess you could say, that we do. They're going to vandalize the places, you know, all that sort of stuff that goes along with that. So we never try to reveal the exact location of places to protect the places themselves, and we preserve them on video. Anyway, let's get on with exploring and I'll tell you something about the house. What is this up here? Wow, look at this tree. It's fallen. This is another one of the cedar trees. There's a big cedar tree too. It's fallen down in this mango. It looks like this is a homeless camp too. There's definitely a homeless camp. There's his fire pit. I'm amazed about how this tree though. Oh look, we got some writing on the tree. I can't quite make out what that says. Probably don't want to know either. Anyway, look at this tree. That's pretty cool. It's all mangled branches. Alright, so an abridged history of the house. This house was actually built in 1843. It was built by a doctor who purchased the land in 1838. The house was an absolutely gorgeous house. It was 2 stories and just a beautiful estate of land that it was on. It sat on its own city block with, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, 6 acres of land around it. It was restored in 1936 and added to the National Register of Historic Places in 1972. Then in the 1980s there was an effort to rewire the house, and it was done incorrectly apparently, and the house burned down, which is a real shame. It was a real loss to this area and the family that owned it too. But the house, I mean the ruins are very impressive. I'm looking at them right now and I'm about to show them to you. The ruins are impressive, and it's just hard to imagine how this house looked out here back in its time. Let's see. Alright, so we're coming up to the front porch right now. There's remains of a buttress. I think that's the right term, right there. And then there's another one over there. And you can see some more wall of the house. We'll take a little bit closer look at that in just a moment. And off in the woods, if you can make them out on camera, kind of hard to see with all the trees, there's 2 chimneys still standing impressively. Well, that's not creepy at all. You will not leave. You can see remains of a garden surround right here. So we would be walking up the steps right now, and I'm assuming onto a porch. And these are the walls of the house right there, which is another one over there. I'll take a look at these if I can make my way over there without getting caught by the thorns. I'm not sure if that's a old tree or timber to the house. No, it's definitely was a timber to the house. Right there, it's got round nails in it. Flat right there. Those are probably left over from the 1936 restoration. Here's one of the outside walls, and that is cool. I'm telling you, this place is really impressive. It's kind of spooky too. To come across something like this in the woods, the way it's standing. I'll move that vine back just a little bit. I was trying to see if these are individual blocks, but it looks like no. Yeah, you can see right here. I don't know what I was talking about. It's brick with this block facade on it. It's pretty cool. And I guess you can get some kind of idea of the color of the house from what's left down there. I've only seen it in black and white photos, so that's kind of interesting. We'll check out the chimneys in just a minute. I'll walk over here and look at these parts of the ruins. There's another chimney pile. Well, not a chimney pile, a brick pile right here. If I had to guess, yeah, this is probably part of the foundation for the house. As you can see, this brick pile comes up to the top, almost to the bottom of that fireplace right there, where the floor would have been. Walk around this way. Find a little bit easier path through here. Man, that is impressive. How cool is that? I wonder if there was well, I'm sure there was originally a mantle right here, a mantelpiece. See who's up there. Can't see anything at all. Of course, I don't have my flashlight. And here's, let me see if I can get a shot of this other chimney from this angle so you can see the top of it, which doesn't look like it's working out too well. Maybe, there we go. The top of it sticking out through the trees. It's amazing how densely overgrown this has become. Of course, I guess it was burned in the 30s or not the 30s, 30 or 40 years ago. I'm not sure the exact date of which it burned. How cool is that? There's another chimney pile right there, covered over in ivy. I keep saying chimney pile, I mean brick pile. There was something left over from the house. It's like a old voltage meter. Leave that right there. You can tell that burned in the house. You see some of the interior wall left right there. The plaster. And I don't know if you can make it out on video or not, but there's a little bit of the roof left. You can see, looks like right up there. You know what, that may not have been roof though, because there was a second floor up there. I don't know if you can see the second floor chimney, second floor fireplace, I mean, at all from here. That chimney over there is a little bit more intact. See, it had a square top on it. And it was also, let me swing the camera back up there, although you probably can't tell on the video, but it was also plastered with the square fake blocks on it, sort of like we saw on the outside of the house a minute ago. I don't know why I can't speak today. Here's some of the outside wall. I'm guessing outside wall. Could be mistaken on that. You can see those are square nails. Those date back to its 1840s build. Out on the back of the property, there's an old servant's house left, and it's intact. There's actually another one over there, but all that's left is a chimney. I'm not sure what happened to that. This is pretty cool, I think. I'm not sure if these were built in the 1800s or not, or 1843 I should say. Well, I'm guessing they probably were. And that square nail construction, so these were probably built at the same time of the rest of the main house was built. These are really fancy for servants' quarters for that time period. You can see they were updated at some point with indoor plumbing. Oh, that's pretty. These have got to be some of the most gorgeous ruins that I've seen. There's another big old tree that's in ruins itself, right there. See this one? This one's fallen onto the house here. Some kind of, oh man, it stinks in here. Some kind of dead animal on the floor. Looks like a dead possum. I'll spare you that visual. It sure does smell to high heavens. I don't know when the last time these houses were utilized. They're pretty dilapidated, but a lot can happen in a short amount of time. Coming back to the main house, here's the backside ruins of the house. Some of the ruins. Oh, you know what? No, it wasn't. That was the front again. I lost where I was at for a minute. Another part of the front. That was a foundation, not a wall to the house, because this is the front of the house right here. Man, this is absolutely beautiful. Beautiful ruins, and was a beautiful house. And it's a shame it's gone now. There's no telling how much longer these ruins will be here. Alright, I hope you've enjoyed the exploration. This was a really cool place. I'm absolutely just in awe by this place. I really am. It's really cool. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.